Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Kidnap. Kidnap is a thriller starring Halle Berry about a mother trying to get back her kidnapped child. But the film itself has also had quite the journey just to make it to theaters. And just from judging those trailers, I can see why it struggled, but I held out hope because The Call was another small budget thriller type movie starring Halle Berry that surprised. I went in with really low expectations. It was a pretty alright movie. Unfortunately, can't say the same for Kidnap. So let's go ahead and start off with the positives that are here. First of all, the pacing is really good. This is a short film. It comes in just under an hour and a half total runtime, and that hour and a half does fly by because we have very little prologue, we have very little happening before we get into the action, and once we hit that kidnap scenario, it doesn't stop. The music really aids everything. We're just constantly moving, we're constantly going, this chase is happening. So kudos to the film for kind of keeping that exciting energy moving throughout the entire film. Plus, I do think the premise is pretty cool. It's something I think relatable, something I think all parents can identify with. Your kid is kidnapped, and listen, I saw the car, I'm gonna follow it. I don't have time to wait for the cops, I don't have time for all the foolery, I need to go get my kid. And the last positive is going to also be our first negative, and that is our lead character. I think she does a lot of really smart things. She makes a lot of really good decisions in this film as she's fighting people, as she's doing things. You can just see the wheels churning at all times. One, she doesn't just give up, but two, she's constantly doing stuff. She's constantly in action herself, and even when she seems up against big odds, you can see those wheels churning, you can see her taking action, and smart practical action at that. But she also does a few dumb things as well. There are moments where you're just screaming at the screen, oh my gosh, just do this, just do that, what are you thinking? So when she's in the super high pressure moments, awesome. But when she's in the kind of high pressure moments, but could make a big impact, not so awesome. And speaking of big impact, this movie is not rooted in any type of realism at all. There are car crashes, there are hits, there are just accidents taking place left, right, and center that nobody would really be able to survive. Especially going through one after another in the single span of one day. And then from a pure filmmaking standpoint, this was better left to something like Lifetime or straight to Redbox. The camera work is very pedestrian, the lighting is very television, the writing is poor, the editing is very strange. They keep you on these long shots for literally no reason, and I don't understand why. And even the acting isn't good. I love Halle Berry, but this is definitely not one of her better performances. And then you combine the weird script and the not so good acting into these really weird monologues that they had Halle Berry doing throughout the entire film. Just kind of talking to herself, talking to God, talking to a picture, just talking all the time in this car with this same expression on the entire time. And they're just giving her this really clunky, poor dialogue to recite, and it all just was very weird as she kept having these monologues over and over. So overall, this is the latest case of a Lifetime movie making its way onto the big screen, and I just kind of am wondering why and how. If you want just kind of a fun throwaway film, I think this makes for a kind of fun rental. Definitely a D-level movie rental, but a fun rental that you can have a good time with nonetheless. And especially if you do like Lifetime films, I think you'll really enjoy yourself here. If you are a parent, a mother in particular, you will relate to the story, and I think you'll enjoy yourself here. But only for a rental price at most. This is not worth theater price admission. And being that I compared it to a Lifetime movie starring Halle Berry, I think it's best viewed and most appreciated when you see it for free on TV. So that has been my review of Kidnap. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Kidnap? And what is your favorite taken or kidnapped story? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!